Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right. All right, all right. Oh wait, hold on. Do 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 do. All right, all right. Hello, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a great day or night, depending on what time it is for you. Happy Saturday once again. I hope if it's I guess Sunday for you, then happy Sunday. Today we are continuing more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. We were playing this last night. Um, Still nothing spooky has happened yet, but I know for sure we are slowly approaching it. And other than the main story, or before we did the main story, we did some side story here. Um, I'm assuming that these side stories are about like the characters before the main game. So in Trust, it was when Monica first started the club, and then Sayori was the first person to join. And they had like some bonding moments and some like heart to heart moments and stuff like that. A lot of like really personal and touching moments in the first side story. And then after the end, like at the end of Trust Part 2 here, someone came at the door of the club room, and I was assuming that it was Yuri, so I think Yuri's gonna be the next person to join the club. Hence the second side story here, Understanding, and it has Sayori and Yuri here. So I'm assuming, I mean, this side story is gonna be about these two. So first we're gonna do the side story, and then we're gonna go back to the main story. And I guess try out, or not try out, but like see if we can get to the spooky parts. I won't have as big of an effect since I'm streaming in the daytime right now. But I'm pretty sure it's still gonna have some effect on the scares for me, because I mean I do get scared easily. If you guys been, watching my streams for a while. But yeah, let us get to Understanding Part 1. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. So this is like, yeah, the ending of the ending moments of Trust Part 2. So I guess they're gonna start off with that little bit. And I was right, it was Yuri. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. It was very conspicuously mouths? Conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement. What's happening? Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori, and we run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. I mean, they already... Monica already did the introductions. Why are you doing it again? Sayori, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. Sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. Oh, you probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself and considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri sets down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid. That's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure I'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. I wonder... So, I know these side stories are probably like, you know, like flashback moments of like before the main game or before the main story. I wonder if they're gonna explain Monica's powers, you know, Monica's like 4th wall breaking powers that she does in the game, like in the main story. I wonder if they're gonna like bring that up somehow, or if, I don't know, something. Ooh. I scored a drop. Sweet. Sorry, I was just looking on another streamer because there's some drops going on with Sea of Thieves, and yeah, I'm currently lurking on a streamer that has drops enabled, so I can get the drop. But hold on, let me claim this real quick and I'll get back to the reading. Give me a moment. It says I have it, but I don't see it. Wait. Maybe I don't have it? It said I do have it, so I don't know. Okay, just a second. Okay, maybe I don't have it. But it just said I had it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, see? Okay. This one says I have it. So confused. Alright, well, whatever the case, I guess I'll keep lurking on this streamer just to make sure. Alright, sorry for the sudden pause there. Did I read that last part? Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. Okay. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably going to need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the dauntly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so go over those. Would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could get to know each other a little bit more. I think like, if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhaled in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly at to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with the others before. It's hard to find others who are into the same things as I am, same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything. Even if it's not literature. Oh, just things you would think are dumb. Saori pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into like crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things, like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off to the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something I'm into now, right? Saori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. I'm not. Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Wow. That's abuse of power, Monica. I see how it is. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue the conversation, led primarily by Saori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Saori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Saori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Saori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Saori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Saori and Monica are left in the club room. Saori, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It really feels nice when I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Oh, I thought that was the end of the part 1. Okay. Hold on. Another school day ends. Okay. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Saori in the club room. It's club time again! Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books, and how you had to stop me so we can talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested, but if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff, mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity, that would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I want in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Alright, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs the spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it would be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. Excuse me. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart, especially you. No! Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. Sorry. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like... There must be so much planning and hard work. Ah, you're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kinda glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read, but the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reserved, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now, or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last, Yuri reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best, so I can see it the way that you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But... I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I could have told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Damn. Damn. I had a bad feeling at that ending part that Saru is gonna have like some like, you know, some sad and depressing moments, but I mean it was starting to get to that point, but it didn't really get to that point. Okay, we got some more music. Again, I don't remember how many songs there are in this game to like collect throughout the whole game, but it seems like we have a total of 14, so hey, that's cool. I forgot to listen to these off stream because yeah, I just forgot. All right, let's see. Let's look at the pictures. All right, so we got the new Yuri picture or wallpaper, I should say. Uh, is that all the new stuff? I think so, yeah. Yep, I think that's all the new stuff. Okay, so now we can do understanding part 2. For the first time, Yuri is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Yuri continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head up in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Aw. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? Such a pushover sometimes. I'm going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so... Yuri? Ah! Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden? When she was so eager to spend time with Yuri before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the club room herself to see Yuri sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, but she realizes that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. I look stupid because I just tried to drink my water and I still had the cap on the bottle. I thought it was off. Excuse me. Okay, let's take a walk together. Oh wow, they're gonna just leave Sayori alone in the club room? I mean, why won't they just go inside? At least Monica go inside and say something to her, right? I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. Wow, they just gonna leave Sayori inside like that? I feel like that's kind of messed up. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry. I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it. And I'm stupid for forcing her and forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again. If she started her thought but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking... A moment passes in silence. Then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that... if it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Ah. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway. Learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things I'm into, unfortunately so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. She... What? Hold on, you're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to be nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monika looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I can never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No. I think I'm starting to understand. Monika hesitates to finish her thought out loud. Something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating... I think that's how you say it, right? Exacerbating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend, I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhale. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monika smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monika's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Aww. Yuri and Monika finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monika mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. As the clubroom once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. Can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monika. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club, that rather than at home, I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her, but it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri! Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At the moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first, but I got most of the way through it. And look! Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. Hello, hacker. Welcome. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand, so if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please, just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want to make my friends to be happy. Yeah, I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if I did something together that you really like, I don't want your pity. Well, damn. Okay. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees, her voice squeaks. Sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Yuri or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here, before Monica sees her like this, and before Yuri tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. Aww, that's cute. It's okay, Yuri whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings, and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri snivels again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Yuri doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests, because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool out of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that from when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Yuri, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading, so I'll help you with the things that you need too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how with how much patience I require sometimes. Sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid that you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah, irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like, about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise that's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the cares of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Let's just take a moment to look at this, like, really nice picture. It's really nice. And hold on just a moment. Hold on just a moment. I'll just do that later. Okay. Okay. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not gonna judge anything this early on though. So we'll just see what happens. Oh, and it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Wow. She brings that up now after like that freaking touching moment earlier. Wow, Yuri. What? That's way to ruin the moment, man. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait, did she say that? Yeah, oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't? I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monika's back. I haven't seen you like at all recently. Sayori trots over to Monika. Ah. She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monika. Oh yeah, Yuri. It might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Ah. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monika perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as a literature club. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about things that you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Oh, that's it. Aww. That was it? I thought I thought I would at least like you know, like transition to maybe when Natsuki joins the club, but I guess that's it. Well, well that was a real touching moment. I like that. Hmm. Okay. Alright, sorry. Had to check something. Alright, so we got some more new music. We got one new song. Again, I don't know how many songs there are, but we got 15, so I have a lot to listen to. Let's see what kind of pictures we got now. Oh, hey! Aw, this is cute. I like this. Acquisition procedure. Finish the side story understanding 2. I like this. Let's see, hold on. Silly, awesome, yawny, optimistic, really fun. I can't think of an I word. Don't forget, ask Monika about this. What? It says don't forget, ask Monika about this, and it's just pointing to don't forget. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. Beach packing list. Swimsuit, sunscreen, bucket, towel, floaties. Be positive. Funny. Types of poems to try: haiku, sonnet, acrostic. Is that what it says? I think it says acrostics, but it's crossed out. Homework: math thing, study for quiz, pack snacks. That's a homework to pack snacks. And then oh, they know about the little S thing that we do. Cause I know I'm pretty sure a lot of people like a lot of I would say millennials, I guess, we would always do these type of S's. I don't know if like I'm pretty sure like older people do it too, but I thought it was just us millennials that do it. Um but yeah, I didn't know they know about this or like the in-game thing. I don't know. But she likes pancakes. Cute. Shopping list: milk, eggs, sticky notes. I want breakfast. I think this is a little sketch of Monica. I believe in you. You're my sunshine. Cookie, you can do it. Get that cute drawing of a cow. Great job. Trash baskets. Natsuki has a score of 11? No, not 11. 13. Sorry, 13. And Sayori only has a score of 4. Damn. Toast. Oh, we can full screen this, I forgot. But it would probably cut things off. Well, I mean, it's already partially cut off. Get organized, and then tic-tac-toe. I think this is Yuri here. Oh, you can see it. The picture of Yuri here. Trust yourself, butterfly, to do. Wake up, get ready, go. And I like how wake up is the only thing that's checked. And then there's Natsuki. We're in this together. And then wake up early. And this says you are loved, but you guys can't see it because, well, now you can, right there. It goes behind my face cam. So it's right there. Because you are loved. And then it says at the bottom here, like these bottom ones that are kind of cut off. It says plan ahead, I think. And it says remember something. And it says stay positive, understanding, and some other drawings. Cool. This is neat. I like this. So that means these other wallpapers are just more of the girls. I'm assuming. I still wonder if some of these are going to be like creepy wallpapers, you know? No new poems, it looks like, from completing the understanding side story. Got a new CG, of course. No secrets, no new backgrounds, no new sketches, no promos. Alright, so it seems like we're gonna be going back to the main story. Excuse me. Let's boot up DDLC. Okay, new game was kind of grayed out for a moment. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was like kind of grayed out, like it was light, like a lighter, like pink color, and then it went back to the same color as the other options. I don't know. Alright. So, as I said earlier, yesterday we were continuing the main story as well after we did the trust side story. And right now we are closing into the festival. And if you guys remember, you know, from me, or just remember from the original DDLC game and from me playing the game, that's when shit goes down. That's when stuff definitely goes down. And I'm not looking forward to experiencing that moment again, you know? Like, it's just, kind of worries me a bit. Or not worries me, but like, to see, you know, see things, or see that part again, just, I don't know, like, it's messed up, you know? It's, really dark and messed up, but... Start our game. And we're about to write our poem for the next club meeting. So I don't know if I should I don't know if I should keep going with Sayori or just you know, go to the next person. But I think I think we're gonna just keep going with Sayori. Do happiness. Skipping? Dang it. Hurt. Broken? Grief. Cheeks. Dang it. Heart. Rain cloud. Cry. An ending? Dang it. Ribbon. Dang it. Sadness. Childhood. Memories? Okay. Order. Dang it. Play. Cheer. Whisper. Dang it. Joy. And silly. Alright, cool. I think majority of the words that we chose were towards Sayori. So I think that's a good thing. Hopefully, anyway. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you all. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Wait. I don't remember Natsuki being this excited for the festival in the original game. It's kind of weird. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. Antronia? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but welcome. How are you? But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. I'm doing well. We are playing some Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. We did play the original free game. I have streamed it on the channel like a while back, but we are playing the Plus version. You know, checking out the extra content that they added to the game, and I guess some minor different dialogues that they added to the main story. Because I know they did add some like different dialogue to the main story. Because I don't know, there were some dialogues that I've read like, you know, before and don't remember them being in the original game. So yeah, we're basically kind of replaying this, and then yeah, just also trying to get through the side stories that they added to the game. So far we did the trust side story and the understanding side story. So the first side story was about, you know, Monica starting the club and then Sayori joining, and then them, you know, bonding together and connecting with each other. And then the understanding side story was about Yuri joining, and then Sayori and Yuri having a moment together. And that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure the next side story might be about Natsuki joining, but I don't know, since we haven't unlocked it yet, and it never like really transitioned to or kind of led us to maybe Natsuki joining. But I guess we'll see when we unlock that side story. Have you played Doki Doki Literature Club before? Excuse me. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's around your name. Monica. I don't see it. Eh? That's not how you say my name. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reaction aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walked over to her. Hey, Sayori. I waved my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Something... sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Dino, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging her rubber eraser around her own up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Dino. You certainly know a lot about her, know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I didn't know. I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Dino. Me. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Yuri talks about you more than anything else, you know. Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light that, it's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than it always has been. You're so funny, Dino. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. That's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. Never really seen Yuri approach anyone to start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. Sorry, brushing up a water bottle. Sorry. Sorry if I'm like drinking a lot of water. I'm not used to reading a lot, you know, and my my throat kind of gets a bit raspy when I read for like a lot. So yeah, I'm not really used to talking a lot at a time, or even doing or playing like visual novel games, even though we have played this before. But yeah. I'm not used to, you know, reading so much. Or speaking so much. Alright. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, something I do a lot. Excuse me. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if it caused you any concern. Sorry. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. I know. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying her thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be very fortunate. She would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not really as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay everyone, after some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poem and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay, now we get to share our poems. Alright. Wait, we can skip this? Huh. Alright, I would say, well, let's save here. I said let's go to Sayori first. I'm a bit still worried about her. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Dino. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Dino. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Well, hi. You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have... I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. But sometimes it's just easier to write when things... So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Dino. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glanced around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She snuffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Dino. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Yuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh. Okay, so we don't get to see her poem. Well. Let's go to Natsuki, I guess. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No! Gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, if you ended up just... Wait, what if you just ended up scaring me away? That's... It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. Okie dokie. Excuse me. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. We decided to write about the beach first, and came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright. Guess let's go to Yuri next. Decided to try something different today. I guess so. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences. But it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. Must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Okay. Okay, she wrote about the beach too. Yeah, she wrote about the beach too, same as Natsuki. Interesting. Okay, beach. A marvel millions of years in the making. Where the womb of Earth, what does it say? Castically? I don't know, meets the surface. Wait. Chaotically, right? I think it's chaotically. I thought that was an S, like that was a cursive S, but I think that's an O. Chaotically meets the surface, I think? Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward and I return to Earth forevermore. That would be the perfect way to screw someone up trying to learn English, introduce them to cursive. Right? It would be. It would be. I remember back in I think either in junior high, I believe, or maybe elementary even. No, I don't think it was elementary, but I think it was either junior high or maybe like early on high school. They would teach us how to write in cursive. Like it was like you know, like they had to, like, you know, you had to learn how to write in cursive. I don't know if they do that in school today, like, but I know for sure when I was in school, they would, you know, like, it was like you had to learn how to write in cursive. I don't know. I mean, there are times, I mean, my writing style nowadays, or like for a good while, it's like kind of like manuscript and with a combination of like some cursive in it. It's just, I don't know, I think it's like a habit that I've used for a good while now. In elementary, I was like, are you trying to teach me another language? When I went it taught, when I went, it was taught in the 3rd grade. Exactly. Yeah, it was pretty difficult to write in cursive. Like when you first learn it, it was really difficult. But yeah, I feel like my writing's kind of like this, because this writing right here, like Yuri's writing, is pretty much like it's kind of like cursive, but some manuscript as well. So yeah, like I kind of write like that. Like I will start off like some of my words, most of my words actually would be like manuscript, but then there are some words that are kind of cursive like, but I don't know, it's just how I write, I guess. But yeah, ever since I think after junior high or maybe elementary, they never really forced us to really write in cursive as much as I guess in elementary. So I just went back to writing manuscript, and I don't know. I haven't really wrote in cursive for a good while. But I feel like if I were to write in cursive, like if I was like told to only write in cursive, I think I can go back to doing it again. But yeah, I do remember writing in cursive was a really bad struggle. Again, I don't know if they do still teach it in school to this day. I don't know, maybe like I don't understand why they would just like why would they teach us to write in cursive? Like I know it kind of looks professional like to write in cursive, but I don't get why it's like why we have to learn how to write in cursive, you know? And it's really screwed up how much it fell off for me. The only thing I use cursive for is signing a check. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like cursive is like, yeah, for in most cases it's just signatures, right? You just do a signature, and it, yeah, most of the time signatures are in cursive. And it's just, I don't know. I don't understand why we had to learn how to write in cursive, but again, I'm pretty sure it's probably because it looks somewhat professional. But I mean, I'm pretty sure people nowadays still don't write in cursive. Like they just write manuscript. The only thing I hate about reading cursive is when, I don't know if you've experienced this, Cody, but when you know when you go to the doctors, right? And they prescribe you something and they write on the little prescription note to give to the pharmacy. How the fuck can you read that? Like most of the times when doctors write on prescription notes and they write what your prescription is, you can't even understand what they wrote. Like it's so difficult to make out what they wrote on that little sheet of paper. And I don't know how other doctors can read and understand what, you know, the doctor wrote on that piece of paper. Like their cursive or their writing is like illegible, you know? It's like really hard to understand and really hard to read and make out the words that are that they wrote. I don't know. I think it's like a common thing that people have mentioned or talked about, that like doctors' writings are like really hard to make out. I don't know. It's just something I've noticed quite often. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay. I saw plenty of people with handwriting so horrible the cursives looked like a mess of squiggles. Yeah, same. But I think it's more common with doctors. I think it's really most common with doctors. Because like, every single time, I feel like, or at least most of the time, either if it's for me or for my parents, and they write like a prescription, you can barely understand or make out what is written on the paper. It's really odd. I don't know. I just don't know how other people can understand, or make out what is written. I don't know. All right, last one's Monica. My family might be an odd case, no doctor unless it's life or death. Ah, gotcha. Hi, Dino. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I still have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hand. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. Oops, wait, sorry, did not mean to. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Okay. Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Excuse me. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Wow. Deep. I don't think I remember this poem in the original game. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I've noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monaca's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? It's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Woo! Alright, okay you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. We deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yep. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She wasn't really feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously. Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Dino. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Dano may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making an excuse for Dano to... What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Dano to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure if he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Dino, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Okay. I think if I say Sayori in this case, I don't know how it would go. But if I do say Sayori, I think it wouldn't go too well. Let's go with Yuri. I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Dino? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. It's great to hear. Natsuki will be able to handle the baking Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a bit my god, can't read. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Dino? Me? I guess you can say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Dino picked me. And also, Your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori would always help everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No. I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I started to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe I slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Dino. I think we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to help out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. Seriously, can't wait. Alright. I think we're gonna stop here. Mainly because as you guys probably can tell, my voice is probably not handling reading a lot at a time. But yeah, I feel like my voice is starting to get a bit raspy for some reason for reading a lot or speaking a lot. But yeah, I'm not used to doing this, as you probably can tell. I'm not used to like playing visual novels and reading and speaking so much at a time, especially for like almost 2 hours. Well, I mean, I did do 3 hours yesterday, but even yesterday I was a bit struggling near the end. But yeah, I can feel my voice getting like raspy and like kind of hoarse. Even after drinking water is not really helping. So I think we're gonna stop here, and continue this next time. So yeah, we're starting to get to the part where you know, we're gonna have some one-on-one time with Yuri and do help her with the decorations for the festival. But not only that, we're also reaching the point where things are about to go down. If you guys remember from the original game and from me playing the original game, we are really closing in on the, you know, the meat of the game, you know, the good parts, the creepy parts, the scary parts. So so yeah, I'm sorry to cut this stream short. I know I've only been going for 2 hours, but again, I feel like my voice is starting to give out after reading so much. So yeah, we're gonna end things here, but let's see if we have anything new on the fake desktop for this game. Or I don't know why I put quotes on fake desktop, but I should just say desktop and leave out the word fake. But yeah. Alright, let's see. Anything new? Let's say we got some new pictures. And of course we got some new poems from... Wait a second. Okay, it's just... Okay. Well, I guess that's about it. It's just poems. Nothing, no new wallpapers, no new CGs, no new backgrounds, no new secrets, no new sketches, no promo. Alright, well, and we got a new song, it looks like. Yeah, we got a new song. So we got a total of 16 songs now. I do want to listen to these off stream, so I think I'm gonna do that off stream, like right after I end, because I can't listen to them on stream, because you know, Twitch with DMCA and copyright strikes and things along those lines. But yeah, we'll continue this next time. I don't know if I'll be playing this tonight though, because I don't want to like like, you know, strain my voice more as I read more. So I think we're gonna like space out this game quite a bit. I don't know how much, like how much spacing, but I'll try to find some other game, like other spooky games to play for this month of October, because yeah, I do want to play like some like spooky themed games for this whole month, as I did last year. So we'll see. I'm sorry again for cutting the stream like an hour short, like because I do usually do 3-hour streams, but yeah, after like reading last night for 3 hours and then doing another 2 right now, it's kind of you know, putting a strain on my voice. I don't know if you guys can tell from how I sounded at the beginning of stream and now, but yeah, I feel my throat kind of feeling hoarse and straining. So yeah, we're gonna leave things here, and yeah, we'll continue this another time. So yeah, for tonight's stream, I'll see what other spooky games I can find to play. Maybe we'll play some Phasmophobia if I can like get some friends to play with if they're free, but if not, then I'll try to find some like single player like horror games to play. But until then, everyone, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream of more DDLC Plus. And yeah, we'll continue this some other time, and we'll finally get into the scary parts of the game, and hopefully unlock more side stories and more like pictures and music. Yeah. Until then, everyone, have a great rest of your day or night, depending on what time it is for you. And I will see everyone tonight. Bye.